Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? NFL on EA Sports. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And here we go from New Orleans. Return starts from the goal line. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down.
At their own 14-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Chuck's going to throw here. For the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
3rd down, here's Shuck. Getting out to his left. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, off to the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. He danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Shuck working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
You know, I'm sure Coach would prefer he not flirt with disaster. Fortunate to get the ball back, and everyone can breathe a little sigh of relief.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's got it downfield near the edge. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Give him 38 on that one. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch is made in close. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. On is Chad Ryland for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Brown with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Now Shuck to throw. That's caught left side by Bailey. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the pistol, they're getting around with ETN. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Third and long for him here. Completed over the middle. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
ETN gets it on the draw. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pistol snap here to Shuck. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
The Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. From the gun, ETN gets it. We're through 1/4 of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to New Orleans right after this. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have second down behind the sticks. Chuck. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Chuck on third down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Buying some time right. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So second down coming up. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Putting a receiver in motion.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Motion.
They'll run now on second down. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Fourth down, pass coming. And he won't come through on 4th and goal. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Chuck now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. The rookie from Michigan there that time.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Chuck looking to pass here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. So first down from the 41. They're going play action. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Down the sideline, past the 25. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals pull that in front further, 13-zip. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14.
Saints nothing. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Brown with a return here. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10.
Here we go. Set. Buffalo 8-8. Hawks 70. Hawks 19. Lion.
Chuck to throw. Short pass brought in. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
46-yard line.
Here's Shuck, first and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And they make the tackle at the 38. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
60 Eagles. Go.
Shuck now from the gun. Finds his man over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
At the 21-yard line.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
79 Broncos. 70 Lion.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To throw again here, it's Shuck. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
It's now 4th down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. Trying for it with Shuck. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. Warriors 17.
They've got a man in motion. They'll throw it here on first. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 25. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Brown with a return here. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10.
Go! Trap 60, trap 6, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Shot working from the gun. It is caught left side. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
34-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. The right side, cut by Olave. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
It's a gain of 11.
The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
At the 45-yard line.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals, come 19.
Chase it. Hey, that's your man,
Take go.
Shuck's going to throw here. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. He's got it inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get their first points of this game just before halftime.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Reed now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
18 Randall. Go.
Now come out throwing. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time, and that'll bring up second down.
35-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket. First down from the 42. Slot man's in motion right. Throwing from the gun. Gets everything he has under this one. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Quincy Riley picks it. And the Saints do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Devin Duvernay to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. Offense to the line fast.
A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
Throwing off the play fake. They're on him again, and he goes down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Here he goes, third and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up fourth and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll send him over right. They're going for this. He's going to push one deep down the right. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch, and they wind up turning it over on downs. Handed an excellent opportunity by their defense, Brock. Now time to cash it in. This is first and goal. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints start the second half with some needed points. One play after their defense makes a stand, Brock. This offense says thank you very much and hits the end zone for 6.
That's really what you like to see, Kate. Both sides of the ball capable of making big plays and stacking that momentum with each other. And you really like to see the offense was prepared to get out there. The call dialed in and ready to go, ready to strike when the opportunity presented itself.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And things will end there, but plenty of damage already done. They've got it down inside the opposing 45 following the return.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
They gain 11 on that play, and it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down now, ball at the 33. Setting up to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now. Finds his target, Ryman. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
And the second down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Check. 60 back.
They bring Wilson in motion right. Back-to-back carries here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals take a 13-point lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Brown with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready up.
Saints to the line now. First and 10.
Let's go. Bravo 80.
He finds Bailey working downfield here. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. This one goes for an even 25 yards. Man, that's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Shuck. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
First and 10.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Down the field. He's got Wilson. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
That's good.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
We've got a screen to the running back. And he's brought down at the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative.
Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21.
35, Saints 14. Chad Ryland.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Brown with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Breaks the tackle. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And this one's recovered by the Cardinals. First and 10 from the 43.
Recovered by the Cardinals.
Set count. Texas. Buffalo 18.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Trying for the deep ball. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Saints have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays. and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up second down.
Ready?
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he takes this one up to the 41, so that makes a very manageable now 3rd and short.
Taken down at the 41. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Etienne again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
7 Pirates, 18, Pioneer.
Pistol snap here to Schupp. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's going to be the Saints with the football, but any efforts might be futile facing that deficit. Second and 3 now.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Watch the ship.
On the run, it's Etienne. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here he is on 3rd and short. In the hands of his running back, Etienne. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Schupp. 1st and 10. Good try downfield to Olave. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Set Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They go right back to Etienne. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to drive him backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He's trying to go deep again. That's complete inside the 35. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals put up even more points in a win. Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals continue piling onto this lead.
Saints 14. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Brown with a return here. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready up.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And he gets him the first partner, but they are already acting like this one's not going to stand. Let's listen. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. And it's got to come back.
60 Eagles, 60. Viking,
No.
Cub 19. Dragon 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Has a man on target to Johnson. They're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hawks, Mustang 19.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down. Shuck working from the gun. Headed out right. Now here he goes. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hey, check that. Ready.
They'll try it left with Etienne. He's only able to manage 1 yard, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set. Bronco, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Wait. Ready.
Shuck now from the gun. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
9 yards to go.
Check out.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints putting up points in a game decided. For the extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21.
Saints 21.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's going to head out of bounds on the return.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? 7, 18, up, 19, go!
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Oh, his back's got it deep down the left sideline. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. A pickup there of 39. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
39-yard line.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. And they send a man in motion. They're going to pass it here. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
36 yards.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cardinals grow their lead yet again.
49. Saints 21. Chad Ryland
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Brown with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Go, take it to the house.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's get
Now Shuck to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
J.T. Woods on the coverage.
Mustang 19. Here we go.
Has him on the quick hitter. Down to 40. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first.
51 yards.
Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Catch is made in close. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Saints.
The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Goal at the 3-yard
And they
line.
still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation.
Ready? Take go.
Here's a design run. And he hauls it across for the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints making the scoreboard look a touch better. For the extra point, here's Smith. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker. Reed now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready up.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Airing it out to start this drive. And we put everything he's got behind it. Near the goal line. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Brown with a return here. And that hit is going to freeze him at the spot. He got stuck right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing, shot. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
At the
Hey, Kate,
10-yard line.
I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, you take a huge negative sack like that. Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there, an awfully difficult third down now staring you in the face.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down.
Head to 60, head to 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here he goes, third and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Cardinals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Taking a shot for the end zone. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Cardinals keep running away with this. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers. And it's been done less than 50 times in league history. And he's into the end zone, so the blowout continues as they tack on 2 more.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Dragon 6, ready. 18, check smash, check smash.
One final shot here. He rolls to his right. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Caught at the 20-yard line. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Saints putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
He'll reach the end zone. They get 2 more points to help attack that deficit.
65. Saints 36.
So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today, getting the win in Week 1.
Yeah, a bad start now on the other side can snowball on you. 1 loss into 2 into 3 and so on. But you get that early win, it could get you playing at a midseason level in the early goings of a season and lead to a really good start that has you talking playoff hopes in the front half of the schedule.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Huard, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from New Orleans.